I'm going to teach you guys how to build SaaS applications fast. A lot of people will spend months learning full stack web development, and at the end of the day, they build a simple website and then they actually develop their feature, but because they spent months learning how to build that simple website, they've just wasted a bunch of unnecessary time. At the end of the day, when you're building a SaaS platform, you want that platform to be built as fast as possible with a focus on the main feature. You don't want to care too much about the site or the landing page or whatever. Of course, you want to put some effort into it, but you don't want to spend months doing it. You want the main feature to be the main key selling aspect of your SaaS. So that's exactly what I'm going to teach you guys to do today. How to actually build that foundation, that whole website, not the main feature, but the actual website as fast as possible. There are 5 things you need to think about when you're building out your actual website as a whole, okay? First is the landing page, the main page people will see when going on your application. The next is the dashboard, and usually within the dashboard, this is where all of your features will lie. So I'm not going to really go into depth for the dashboard, but just think about the dashboard as, okay, the person goes on the landing page, they sign in or sign up, and then boom, they have the dashboard. That's where they see your main features. That's where they can interact with your application. Next, you want a, of course, sign in, sign up, login feature on your site. Payments, which we'll use Stripe, but I'm going to talk more into depth regarding all these in a bit. Payments, you want payments obviously, whether that be a one-time payment or a monthly recurring payment, and you want a backend, which is usually like your database. The way I like to approach building things, especially when it comes to boilerplates, is having an understanding of how the actual website works, and then just focusing on the main product. So when I started building out SaaS applications, all I did was find YouTube videos, okay? And I would find a YouTube video that built some sort of SaaS application that I would like to use as a template for my application. Now, I could have had a completely different feature, but if I like the layout, the landing page, the dashboard, sometimes it'll have settings, if I like the payments, I would literally usually just copy all of that and just add my main feature to the site. Because of that, I got to deploy applications really, really fast. So, and I'm not sponsored. I have 39 subscribers. I'm not sponsored by any of these platforms or signups or anything like that, just as a quick disclaimer. But one video that I really liked is this one, create a SaaS application with Next.js. I really liked it just because of the fact that he kind of gave a very good overview, and I like this boilerplate a lot. It has a dashboard, it has a landing page, it has pricing, monthly recurring revenue he built into it, and I think this is a really good start on building your first SaaS application by watching this video. It's 4 hours long, doesn't take too much time, that's what I like about it, and as you could see, right before he had a landing page, he had a sign up feature, he had a light mode, dark mode, he had his main dashboard right here, and he had right over here settings and the subscription page. That's what is built into it. So what I would recommend you guys do is go on this video, okay? And I want you to watch this whole video, take notes, and try and just understand what is happening, what he's teaching. I'm not saying go and become some sort of full stack developer, but try and understand the things he's doing within the video just to get a basic knowledge of how the website works so that when you're actually editing it, you won't be too confused. That's why I like videos a lot, because if you just use some sort of SaaS boilerplate that you found on GitHub, which I'm going to link a few after, usually it's kind of confusing. But this video, what I like about it is it's quite short. It's 4 hours. It sounds quite long, but in reality, some of these applications can take 11, 12, 15 hours. So 4 hours in comparison isn't that long. It's like just take half a day off and just focus on learning it. Go through it. And at the very end, he actually, right over here, he actually builds out the feature, which is, from what I remember, it was just some sort of notes feature, which you could skip that part and just like build out your actual feature there. But I would recommend for everyone who's trying to build a SaaS application and they don't know where to start, watch this video, copy it, and now you're gonna have a good boilerplate and a good understanding of how your website works. You're gonna make sure it's gonna be very clear, and after that, you could build out your main feature. So boom, you've just saved months. You don't have to like learn full stack development. You just watch this video, take notes, and you should be good. I actually created a list right here, a playlist, which I'm gonna link down below, of a bunch of SaaS templates, videos, basically videos of people creating SaaS applications that you guys can take inspiration of. Watch these videos, take notes, learn how they're developing these apps, and maybe use it for your own. I don't know, but here's a massive list full of videos, 23 videos, not too many, but these are good videos. I've seen at least parts of them, and learn from it. Build your own SaaS. Maybe deploy it, try to monetize it. I don't know, but these are really good videos you could use as guides to building your first SaaS application and, deploying it. Now, here are some boilerplates I decided to also include for those who really don't want to watch any videos. These are pretty good boilerplates. Here's 2 of them I added. Open SaaS, fully free. Right here, this guy has basically done all my work for me. He created a massive list, some paid, some free, and based on the technology. Another thing that's really important is whenever you're choosing a boilerplate, if you have some sort of development experience, choose a boilerplate that basically uses your knowledge already. You don't have to learn from scratch. It's just going to be easier that way. So massive list right here. Again, I'm going to link it all below. And this other one right here. This other boilerplate, SaaS boilerplate. All right. So some other things that I would suggest that I just want to point in. Again, you don't have to really listen to this advice, but that I found was very useful was, for example, whenever I was building a landing page based on this video, I literally used a Sternity, which is basically it gives a lot of really nice looking components. So as you could see, for example, if we go on their templates right here, which are paid, I don't recommend, but and I'll talk about that in a second. Except apparently this one. But basically a Sternity gives you a lot of different components that you could use with that. For example, if you want to upload this into your website, boom, they already give all the code. It's free, which is nice, all these components. So I would recommend using this to build a landing page. You can make it look really, really nice, and it's free, of course. For your dashboard, ShadCN, they also basically have these little components that you can copy and paste. These ones are a lot smaller, so usually in a Sternity you'll have nice big pages, but these ones are, for example, for your text or for very small bits and pieces. They also offer these blocks, which are really nice. You can use for your dashboard. Again, you can literally just copy them. They give them for free. And it's really nice. Look at these designs. It's incredible. Right here. In terms of your sign-in, sign-up page, I would either use Clerk authentication or Kinde. I have used Kinde for another project. It worked fine. And Clerk, they're literally the same thing. It's up to you. It's also up to whatever, the video says. Pricing wise, they're both free for your first 10,000 users. I think Kinde is a little cheaper after that. So yeah, first 10,500, after that is 0.0175 cents. Meanwhile, right here, Clerk, first 10,000, and then after that, it's 0.2 cents. You don't have to really worry about that unless your app scales a lot, but either or is really good. Kinde is just a little cheaper, but Clerk is more known. Payments, I always recommend Stripe. I know a lot of people don't like Stripe because of the high fees, but honestly, it's the easiest one that I've used to develop projects with. The documentation is amazing. There's so many tutorials out on the internet, and payments is one of those things that you should be very careful with, because if something goes wrong, it's going to be a really big pain to fix, because at the end of the day, these are payments. And Stripe is just very reputable, has great documentation. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just throwing out some free information that would have helped me when I started my journey. Yeah, highly, highly recommended. And for your backend, you could either use Supabase, which is really popular. I've used it, works great, never had a problem. And something new I found was Neon Tech. I just started using this, and so far it's good. What's it called? I actually found it easier to implement with Neon Tech than Supabase. And again, I'm not sponsored, but I would recommend everyone for now use Supabase or Neon Tech. Both are good. And that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about this video. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me them. I'm happy to answer anything. And I'll see you guys in the next one, and good luck with building your SaaS applications.